Hello and welcome back to the Coast of Koala. Today I'm finally going to get around to talking about the second of 3 games releasing this year that I've been super excited about. Back to back. The first one came out last week, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. What a time we live in that game's coming out. Just a week later we've got Sonic Origins. So what is Sonic Origins? First I'll go into that. Sonic the Hedgehog 1, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, and Sonic CD from the Mega Drive or Genesis, if you're in North America, era of Sonic's gaming career, if you like. And I'll go through the games one by one and give you kind of a rundown of what was good and what was bad. Do I recommend it? And you can see by the end of the video if you want to get this collection. Now first, I will say Sonic the Hedgehog 1, you can play as Sonic, Tails or Knuckles. Now Tails and Knuckles, they pretty much break the game. But it's still fun and it's still good that they've put them in the game, because I just think they could have just left them out and we would have, but they've just put them in the game, which I think is amazing. Now before you go into the games, there is either Classic, which is the classic 4x3, nothing's really been changed about the game much, or you can play the Anniversary mode, which has got all the extra stuff. You can earn coins to then spend in the kind of museum shop area to unlock music. There's a cool thing about a Sonic Symphony Orchestra performance, which is worth buying just to watch, or you can use it if you get killed in, say, like a special stage, to redo the special stage. But as I say, I'll start with Sonic the Hedgehog 1. What I think is really cool is you can still do the level cheat, up, down, left, right, and then A and start, which is now options and square, and you can go and choose the level. But the weird thing about this, and why I'm going into it, is it's not the same level select screen that you get in Sonic the Hedgehog 1 originally on the Mega Drive or Genesis. It's a totally new screen. It looks exactly the same, actually. Art style, the background, and the foreground text looks like the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 level cheat select screen. And I will get into that in a minute. But Sonic the Hedgehog 1, you can play as Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles this time. And what I like is that if you've played as Tails or Knuckles, the next time you load in the game from the start menu, it actually shows Knuckles in Sonic the Hedgehog 1, and Knuckles is in that little emblem instead of Sonic, and the same with Tails as well, which I think is a really, really cool thing to do. As for the game runs, I mean, in Classic and Anniversary mode, it runs as well as it's ever run. Anniversary mode has been built kind of from the ground up again, is very similar to the original, but you also got like the widescreen now, which is slightly better than having those bits on the side, which I will get to because I bought the deluxe version. So you're going to get to hear about all the stuff in the deluxe version that kind of didn't hit the mark as far as I'm concerned. And in the classic version you've got the letterbox on each side, but in the Anniversary mode you can just see all across the screen, which I think is kind of good, gives you a bit more depth of feel and stuff like that. But in the Anniversary mode also, as I said, you can earn coins to unlock more things. You can choose to have, I'm not sure if there's a way to do this without going to the level select cheat screen, which I found by accident because I was going to the level select cheat screen to quickly get gameplay of later levels in Sonic the Hedgehog 1. And you can choose to have the shields from either Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3 or all of them. You can choose to put the spin dash in, which is also really cool. There's little tweaks like that I found by accident, but they're all really cool. But Sonic 1 plays alright, and it plays great. No qualms with that. The qualm I've got is online I heard about mirror mode, and everyone said, oh, to get mirror mode you have to complete the game first, or if you buy the deluxe edition you get mirror mode. So I thought, I've bought the deluxe edition, let's see if I can find mirror mode. I spent ages looking for mirror mode, and this is where I accidentally found out where to get the extra letterbox sides that I got free with the deluxe edition. And I just want to say about that quickly, I wish there was a way to set the letterbox for each game, because at the moment I've got Knuckles the Echidna, and then one side it's got Knuckles the Echidna, and on the other side it's got Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and you can't set a letterbox fact. So if I go, oh, I want to play classic Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I've suddenly got Knuckles, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, and it just looks really out of place. And also you can only change it by going back to the very main menu and scrolling all the way to options, and then you've got to select the letterbox and then which letterbox you want. And I'll scroll through them so you can see if you really want to buy deluxe edition for these extra letterbox pieces. I know some people don't like it because it can take your attention away from what's happening on the 4x3 display, So people would rather have black, and I can understand that, and I sometimes go for that, but I thought, oh, I'll put the Knuckles one on. But I just thought, that seems like such an oversight. A lot of this seems like oversight. I do really like Sonic the Hedgehog, and I really like these games, but there is going to be a lot of honesty in this first impressions. So we've gone through Sonic the Hedgehog 1, now on to Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and firstly I want to say about Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is that, as far as I can see, you cannot do the level select cheat in this game. Because if you go into it, it just has the option of 1 or 2 player, and it has Sonic's head as kind of like an icon to which option you're on. As far as I can tell, I'm sure I went into classic mode and you couldn't go into options and choose it. So as far as I can tell, and I could be wrong, you could not get to the level select screen on Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which just seems like a bit of an oversight to me. If you love the games and you just want to put that cheat code in the sound test options, as far as I can see at the moment, there's not a way to do it unless I didn't check the classic mode, but I'm sure I did. And also the save state, it's got no save states, and I'm sure I could not skip the cutscenes. Now the cutscenes are really cool, and they tie the games together. Sonic, then Sonic CD, then Sonic the Hedgehog 2, then Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and they've got kind of remixed music in the background from the games as well, and they tell the story a bit better. And if you go to, there's another section on the menu, you can pick the islands that the games took place on. There's another section where you can pick missions, which is a great little addition. You get little missions to do that only take about a minute or so, and you get graded on them. And I can see that being good for getting trophies and things like that. And that's kind of a cool addition. But also you can play the story in one chunk if you want, as one big colossal story, which is really good. But the cutscenes you cannot skip unless you complete the game. Because I completed Sonic the Hedgehog 1, and I am sure I was able to skip the opening cutscene once I completed it. And here's the other weird thing. I did the level cheat to get to the final zone, because I thought, okay, I've not got mirror mode. And in the UK, if you look in the small print on PSN, it doesn't give you mirror mode with Deluxe Edition. So I don't know if the Americans got it and we didn't, which is a bit rubbish really. And so I completed Sonic the Hedgehog 1 in that quick fashion. Now, I used the level select cheat, went to final zone, completed the boss, etc, etc. I got the trophy on my PlayStation account for completing Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I did not unlock mirror mode, and I had to go online to check where the mirror mode option would be once it's unlocked. And it is straight slap bang before you start the game, you can pick mirror mode. So eventually I'll get mirror mode, I'll find a way. But I was a bit annoyed I didn't get it with Deluxe Edition. And so Sonic the Hedgehog 2 we've come to so far. As far as I can see, you can't put the level cheat in. You can play as Sonic, Tails and Knuckles, as well as Sonic with Tails following you. You can play as Knuckles with Tails following you, which I thought was a nice little add-on to that. It runs as well as it's always run. I'm looking forward to playing that again. As I say, you cannot have save states in this game, but it will save the last time you played, and it will actually save it at the checkpoint. And I'll show you from, I think it was Sonic 1, I loaded it back, and it loaded me like halfway through the level, which I thought that's kind of cool, but you expect save states when you've had Mega Collection Plus, for example, on the GameCube, Xbox, PS2, well, the PS2 and Xbox versions you had save states, so you kind of expect it there. But also, because you can't skip the cutscenes, my mindset was straight away after like the 5th time seeing these cutscenes going back into the game, if I wanted to start a new game, it was easier just to load whatever saves, that single save state that it automatically does. And this is a little tip for you if you don't want to have to watch those cutscenes over and over again without skipping them. Just go into the game save state, go to pause, hit options, pause it, and then just go to title screen, and that's a lot quicker than having to sit through that cutscene for like the 10th time or whatever. So yeah, that was Sonic 2. Now Sonic 3, I'm only going over these quickly, it's the first impressions video. Sonic 3, I was excited about. Now Sonic 3 was the white elephant of this collection. Sonic 3 is essentially, have they put the music in? That's all anyone wanted to know. That's all any of us wanted to know. All I wanted to know, all the big Sonic fans wanted to know. And every time there was a video in the past year, it was like, look at Sonic Origins. We're going to have all the Mega Drive games, well, the mainline ones, and Sonic CD. But everyone was like, why are they putting the music in? Because since Michael Jackson died, Michael Jackson's estate are like, we want money for these songs. Because he wrote some of the songs, predominantly, although not limited to, Carnival Night, Ice Cap, Launch Base Zone, which have been changed. Now, because I got the Deluxe Edition, one of the DLCs is a music pack, and I thought, oh, this is smart. Maybe they've put the Sonic 3 original songs in, charge me more money for the DLC, So Michael Jackson's estate gets some money, and his family want the money that they're kind of entitled to if he wrote the songs, which he did write some of the songs. And I thought, okay, this will be a bit like a definitive edition, because at the moment they either never released it on packs since he died, or they put in the PC port back in the day, had the original songs in. Because the songs that are in this now, which sound odd to us if we played the Mega Drive games, are actually the songs that Sega made before Michael Jackson got involved, and then they kind of scrapped those and went, let's use his songs, which, to be fair, were better. So most of us grew up with the Michael Jackson versions. They are not in this game. And I thought they would be with the DLC. I thought some of that DLC they have worded in such a tricky way. And some of the DLC is so insane, like things that you wouldn't really want to charge people for. Well, you wouldn't think about charging people for. Like on the main menu, I'll show you now, you get characters running around the island and doing things if you paid for that. If not, but that's not something where I go, oh yeah, I really need that, I'm going to pay for that. But it is what it is. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, it has the save states, the original form of the save states that it had. Now, it doesn't have the Michael Jackson music. It plays really well. You can play as all three characters like you could in the original anyway. I don't like the fact that you can't play Sonic 3 on its own. Sonic and Knuckles on its own I'm not really bothered about. But Sonic 3 on its own I kind of liked. I know it's not as epic as Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but Sonic 3 on its own I sort of liked to play that sometimes as like a short rounded experience of its own. Almost like Sonic the Hedgehog 1 was a rounded off experience. It only took about an hour or so to play. Sonic 3 was like another version of that. Sonic 2 is really epic, Sonic 3 and Knuckles is really epic, really big in length. I would have liked Sonic 3 on its own in the collection. Now it sounds like I've beaten on this game quite a bit, but I am a big fan of what I've got. It just seems like no one play tested this or went, yeah, this would be a good thing to add, this would be a good thing to add. As I say, I've gone over the challenge missions, which look good. Apparently I've got a hard mode as well because I got the deluxe edition, so we'll see if they deliver on that. Sonic CD I've not played much, and ironically this is the only game in the collection you cannot play as Knuckles. I say ironically because if any of you have played Sonic Adventure, which originally was on the Dreamcast, all his missions and levels were finding parts of the Chaos, the Master Emerald, sorry. So it seems weird that he's not in the game, the only game on the collection that's more about platforming and exploration than going to the end of level fast, and he's not in it. And I don't know if he would have broken the game, not any more than he would have broken Sonic 1. Tails is in it, which is a good addition. So I played a bit as Tails, and I like the little things they've added because Tails is different to Sonic. And also I did the boss on Labyrinth. I had to do that. Since the level cheat still worked in Sonic the Hedgehog 1, I went to Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I had to do the Labyrinth boss with Tails because Tails can just fly up. But what I liked is they kept his ability from Sonic 3 to hurt Robotnik with his tails, because I thought I was just going to get hit collision detection when that happened. But as I say, is this game worth the price? British, it's $32.99 on PSN. It's $36.99 with the deluxe, which comes with the 2 DLC packs. It's worth it if you're a big Sonic fan. I mean, I still feel like it's good. It should have been cheaper, but I'm going to play this a lot. So to me, it doesn't matter too much. But if you're not that big, if you're like a casual Sonic fan of these old ones, it's probably worth waiting for a sale. I'm hoping they come up with a few updates soon. There's just things like the save states and the cutscenes you can't skip unless you complete the game. But I do kind of like the story mode altogether. That was kind of a cool feature, and that kind of saves your progress as well. Just because it doesn't have a rewind feature either. The greatest Mega Drive Greatest Hits, which I've also got on PS4, that had a rewind feature, which is kind of cheating. But in this one, you get charged the coins. You get charged the coins that you earn in Anniversary mode for if you want to retry. If you screw something up, you can spend them to retry, because there's only so many things in the premium museum shop you can buy, and the only thing that's worth it, because you've got the art, the concept art and things like that, but the only thing that's worth it to me is the movies of that symphonic orchestra doing the Sonic songs, and that only costs about 5 coins for each part, and there's only about 3 parts, so I don't know. It's a good game, it's a good collection. I don't feel like I regret getting it. But if you're not a big Sonic fan, I'd wait for a sale. Look at the footage that I've kind of spliced in here. But again, thanks for watching this far in the video. If you want to like it, because that would help me. And if you want to see more of this content, then consider subscribing. But I'll see you in the rear view. because I've got this Funko of Knuckles and it's flocked, so it's actually like furry and stuff like that. But I'll see you in the rear view, because right now I'm going to go and break Sonic the Hedgehog 1 with Knuckles the Echidna. Bye bye.